You can spot me in the city building lobby with a sword off shot. He's screaming, drop it, this a robbery.
What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. I wanted to do a video on the face-off between Hearn and Higgins. But before I go there, I've been asked a few times my age, okay, by a few of my subscribers. And I'm not going to say exactly my age, but I'm going to say, look, I'm old enough to remember this dance right here. Remember the WAP? I can still do it with no hands, man. That's how old I am, man. I'm old enough to remember that. I'm old enough to remember when commercials look like this.
Oh no, Jabba the Hutt has Princess Leia. What should we do?
Darth Vader, Chewbacca, and 18 other action figures, all from Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection.
Surrounded by stormtroopers? It's Luke Skywalker. No problem. How about Princess Leia? Jabba the Hutt? No problem. It's the green guy that looks like a pig. Green guy that looks like a pig? No problem. Han Solo, he's still in trouble. It's Darth Vader. Darth Vader? No problem. It's Palpatine. No problem. It's the Rancor. No fucking problem. Vroom. It's the army truck. Army truck. No fucking problem. It's Godzilla. Godzilla. No fucking problem.
Chewbacca, Boba Fett, and other action figures, each sold separately. From Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection.
No problem.
No, as for Hearn and Higgins, you know, I've never seen a face-off between two promoters. I've never seen that. I'm not saying it never happened. I just never seen a special on that because the drama has been built up. And this fight, you know, on the 31st, I mean, I'm almost doing a video. You know, I'm doing like maybe 3 videos a week leading up to this fight. This fight is just really that exciting. I think both guys had a point. And it was kind of like, you know, they were kind of going back and forth on, number one, they said quirky, you know, too many times. But they were going back and forth on, you know, my guy has a better chin. My guy punch harder. My guy can get up after getting knocked down. The overwhelming thing that I saw from the face-off was Hearn was coming from a position that seemed to be a more confident position, a stronger position as a promoter. And the position he was coming from was that of someone who was still keeping his eyes on the prize. He was still promoting the fight. If you notice, he was saying, look, the odds shouldn't be that great in AJ's favor. You know, Joseph Parker is AJ's biggest challenge to date, even over Klitschko. If he believes that or not, he was trying to make sure that everyone comes to watch this fight or that you tune in, right? I mean, so he was still coming from that position. I guess Higgins was doing the same thing, except for he knew that his guy was the underdog. So he kept building him up. So you can tell he was coming from an underdog position naturally, you know, because AJ just has more stardom. I predicted AJ to win. I just see AJ as just, he has more tools, in my opinion, from what I see. And I see that gapping flaw that Joseph Parker has. As far as matching up with AJ, I think AJ's speed and combinations and you know, all the punches he throws, his variety of punches and his feet, I just think that matchup is bad for Joseph Parker. I still think Joseph Parker is a very great heavyweight. Look, put it like this. Joseph Parker will probably beat everyone outside of the 3-headed monster, right? Outside of AJ, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson. So as far as March 31st and that fight, hey man, I'm going to be tuning in. We get to see it earlier here in the States, so it's going to be extremely fun. We're earlier in the day. It's going to be extremely fun. I'm going to have my guys over in my basement, knocking back some beers and watching this fight, man, and I hope you do the same. ShowBizz the dope.
No f***ing problem.
In the city, build a lobby with a sawed-off shotty screaming, drop it, it's a robbery.